Alright, here we go. We have Sean Lewis, Simon Pickering. This is the A-side point match. Race to 9. Should be a good match. Looks like Sean won the lag. Players commenting that they like this new set of balls a lot better. They're racking a lot nicer. Alright, Sean's break. Sean's been hitting them pretty hard too. He's broken those nicely. That's the 2 ball down near this bottom right corner. 3 balls right there. So all of the balls are sitting really nice, except that 4 ball is going to be key.
Can't see the chat.
I don't know if this 4 goes on the side. I think it does.
Oh yeah.
And he's hit that nice.
Nice speed.
Yeah, he's ended up nice on this 5.
Same angle we have here, or the opposite angle?
I like this angle better than the cue ball being close to the rail. But yeah, one or the other. You need some angle. Don't want to be straight.
Just a center left-hand English.
Yeah, just
Top it off the rail.
this looks pretty good. He's
They're
okay.
going in the same hole.
Yeah, this is okay. He can come around 2 rails and avoid the 9.
He's just
He
going
might
to draw
even,
over.
yeah, he might even draw to the rail and back over.
Not even 2. Just draw
See,
over.
they keep fooling me.
The angle is a little bit deceiving.
Yeah, it's got to be the camera angle. That's what I'm going to blame it on.
It'd be nice, to be able to get one in, but the way the light system is here, where there's almost nothing, we probably...
An overhead camera?
Yeah.
We could. Next tournament. See, happy now? Got your name up there. So, Sean wins first game. Break and run. And he didn't hit those as nice as he did last game. I don't think he's made a ball.
He hasn't, but he hasn't left them very pretty either. There's a lot of traffic down here.
Surgically removing that rack.
2 ball on the right side.
Yeah. That's the only problem with these with this new set of balls is the colors are throwing me off.
Yeah, these are the TV ones. So the 4 ball is purple, the 7 ball is brown.
I think the 2 ball is darker than normal, isn't it? Seems like it is. I don't know.
No, these set of balls are just newer.
Okay, so it looks like the 7 will go in the bottom right corner, so that little cluster of 7, 8, 9 aren't too much of a problem. The 4 ball is kind of, you just get the cue ball in about the middle of the table, and it's just about exactly the middle of the table.
Let him go between the 5 and the 5 and 9 to bounce off. So that's the 6 ball right there by the 5.
Yep. 4, 5, 6 are here lined up. So, yeah, 4, 5, 6 are all going to be in the same pocket. He could roll forward, but I think he's going to draw back.
To draw back and shoot it in the same hole, it gives him a better shot to angle to go to the 7.
Indeed.
And the 7 does go between that 8 and 9.
Yeah, now he can just roll forward and rail up. He may shoot right English and go 2 rails.
Oh, but just straight center takes you down to almost the same spot.
He's going to draw back. And he's made
a little stun forward an inch or 2.
Yeah, he's made quick work of this rack. Alright, Simon ties it up, 1 apiece.
We have Dan Louie and Tommy Aiken.
Yeah, their match is going simultaneously as this one.
Playing for 5th, 6th in the back room. Eddie Matias waiting for the winner of that.
Yep, and that'll probably that should be that's the next match we stream, right?
Yep, Eddie and the winner of that one.
Hit those hard. Spot a ball. The shot on the 1, the 2 balls down here by the 4 and 9. That was a nice shot. Not that perfect.
That's the 2 and the 4 right there. Is he gonna run into the 4?
He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't want to, but he might have to.
He's gonna try to draw off a bit without running into the 3 balls down by the.
Usually to avoid hitting
the
it.
spot. It's the head spot down there. Three rails?
So that's what I was thinking. It looks like he's looking at the 3 rails also. So
swinger around the world. Hello, rock roll. Right, the 9s.
Giddy up.
Kevin Wood.
Giddy up. So he has an angle on the 4 with the cue balls going to be heading towards the 9, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to get on this 5.
I'm going to try to load it up with some inside.
I think he's going to try to draw over
off of it. It's ended up with a nice shot.
Yeah.
Got a little favorable bump there. He may have been playing it, but it still ended up bumping it nice.
He's probably going to shoot this on the side for a position on the 7 on the side next. It looks like he's aiming this to the corner. I think he's going to shoot it on the side. No, he's still aiming in the corner.
I think you shoot that up in the corner and you just punch it forward and shoot the 7 there too. Almost the same shot, but with the opposite, with some little bit of English.
Yeah, he's going to follow forward and take a little bit of a longer shot on the 8.
And take the side pocket out of play, and we're ending up straight up and down with the cut the paint off of it shot.
And this obviously is just roll it in.
I'd have to say that both of these guys are great players, and that's why they're sitting here playing them for the point. I have a title with Sean, so definitely know he's capable. And he's got other titles too, and plaques, and Simon's got his own set too.
Stop stepping on the dog.
No, I know. They gotta be nicer to that dog. There's a break.
Yeah, next time we gotta pull some of those nice chairs over here.
No, help it. Why not? Let's go get it now. I think Randy's in action, and it's his dog.
Is it gonna get there? Yes, it is.
That ball to bump just enough.
Yeah, so apparently this 4 does go by the 9.
Yeah.
He's gonna need to roll forward a little bit so that he can get position on the 6 from the 5.
He's gonna punch it because it's sitting on the magic racket. You don't want to really roll it. But sitting in that divot, you want to punch it out of it.
The long, slow roll to China.
That with a little bit of kill speed.
Yeah, nice shot.
He's gonna have to hit this one a little bit harder. Need a little bit more angle than what he's ended up with. And he can get there from there, but he's got to. I don't want to say pound it, but it's hit it pretty firm.
I think just center follow. All right, he didn't like the side. So hit that pretty nice.
Steinball's probably going to go in the same hole. Pickering goes up 3-1.
Yep.
Simon is from Canada, pretty sure BC, Surrey area, Vancouver.
Oh, hey, I think Jeff Leonard is here to commentate. Alright, I'm back. Simon's running out. Alright, so looks like Simon can just roll this in, shoot the 8 in the side. Uh-oh. Open this up for Sean.
He's human. Simon Pickering is human.
Don't let him hear you say that.
Wait, no, he's Canadian. That's right.
Canadians and their flapping heads.
It's a big game for both of them there.
Mm-hmm. Alright, share some of that food over here.
Okay, but I couldn't overcooked the
I'll just eat the french fries.
mini corn dogs, so you don't have to eat them.
I'll eat the properly cooked stuff. You can have the burnt stuff.
That ketchup probably has a little mustard in it. I'll go get you your own ketchup. I'll be right back.
Randy, the room owner's putting on a free barbecue here for all of the players. Hey, if you were a player this weekend and you went home and you're watching, come back down for some free barbecue, for some free hamburgers and hot dogs. Meanwhile, I have missed a scoring update here as Sean Lewis, I believe Sean won that last game. So the score is now 3-2, right? I'm sure someone will correct me if that's right. Alright, so Simon's rolled out. Alright, Sean's giving it back. So Simon's going to have to go to some type of safety here. Coming off the side of the one, maybe coming off the left side, trying to get behind the three. Coming off the right side, trying to thin the one, bring the cue ball back down, trying to block at the 3, 6, deuce.
Who did what where?
Simon just banked to one end. I'm not sure if he was playing safe or maybe a two-way shot. Banking to one and knowing he's going to leave it safe if he doesn't make it.
Is that the 2 in the center of the table?
It looks like it.
Pull this ball back. I was trying to pull it back to where he was. Tough shot and ended up missing.
Yeah, he's left a shot for Sean here.
Gotta capitalize again anytime he lets you at the table.
Alright, so 4 to the 5. I think he's going to go 3 rails with this fellow. End rail, right side rail, then up to that top rail for the 5 in the same corner. Oh no, he was just going to 2 rails and just trying to come across. And he got there. I thought he was going to end up a lot shorter than that. I thought he hit it way too soft, but cue ball just kept rolling. Got there.
Sean is a student of the Burke-Kinister way as well, so you'll probably see a lot of this stuff the same way. There's pattern play. I can go get that for you, Adam. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the scoring of the match.
Okie doke. We'll be here waiting. So Sean's looking at this combo, deciding where he wants to be when he shoots the 7 so that he can most likely have a shot on the 8 when he's around the 7 after he shoots the combo. So he's going to want to come around 2 rails back to just about the middle of the table, it looks like.
That match, it's 4-2 in favor of Dan Louie.
Perfect.
Nice. Move to the outside edge of it into the end rail and back down. He's crushed it.
Well, he's hit it hard enough. He has a shot.
He's still very capable of finishing this off here. He did.
Right.
Center of the hole. Didn't even wipe his feet.
Didn't even. So, tied up 3 apiece.
He's a lot about execution. He doesn't think a lot about what he wants to do. He picks that pretty quick, and he takes his time to execute exactly what he's seen. He spends more of his time focusing on the execution. So it's a pretty tight squeeze whether or not this one can in this bottom right corner or not. That 8 ball's kind of sticking out there in the middle of his way. He may choose to shoot this inside to try to float down for the 2 on the same side. The one doesn't go?
In the corner, it might. I said it's kind of a tight squeeze.
He just looked at it in the side pocket.
And that 9 ball's in his way.
Sean's a rather good jumper. That's the 2 ball?
Yeah, that's the 2 ball in front of the side.
Yeah, Sean's a rather good jumper. I used to bet $1 that he wouldn't hit it or make it, and every time I did, he'd center of the hole, so $1 he doesn't make it.
I'm all out of dollar bills.
I get change. Hop, skip, and a jump. It's in the hole. Oh no.
We'll call it a draw.
Yeah. He made it. I'd say he got scratched.
Wasn't a legal shot, so it doesn't count.
What wasn't legal about it?
He scratched.
He didn't scoop it.
He committed a foul on the shot, therefore it's not a legal shot.
Oh, okay. I guess Kevin says that's a push. So, next time. Friday night, you owe me one.
Alright, so it looks like Simon has a little bit of angle. He does. He has the tiniest bit of angle where he can follow these two rails. Or three.
Choosing things were cute.
So he's made a nice shot on the 6. Was able to drag the cue ball over for this 8. The only problem is, he's on the rail, but he's hit that pretty sweet.
I think he was, I don't know if maybe Jose was watching him earlier, or he was watching Jose something. Or not Jose, I do that all the time. Carlos. Carlos was just firing in the middle.
4-3, Simon.
It's been a lot of really good matches this weekend. Seen some awesome pool. So, we've been informed by the owner. If you're local and you were in this tournament this weekend, we'd love to have you back up here to watch, the guys finish this off, and they've turned on the barbecue next door, and he's going to be throwing some hamburgers and stuff on the grill. Didn't say anything about charging, so I guess we can assume it's free, but we all know what that word means.
No, I don't, but yet you are confidently asserting that I do.
Yeah. I think Randy, usually if Randy wanted money for it, he'd have been like the first thing, okay, it's going to cost you $5, but here's what you're going to get. I think with reference to the jump cues in the chat, there's pros and cons on both sides. It does make that hitting the ball easier, but it also makes you have to play that lock-up safety. And it's making us play better safes. Still not a guarantee. I mean, how do you guarantee when that ball comes up off of the table and lands and everything, it's going to go exactly as you've calculated? Nothing is even a shot like that. But a jump shot where it's leaving the table, contacting the table twice actually on liftoff and landing.
So Sean's missed this one and hasn't really left much for Simon. The two balls by that upper right corner. Simon could attempt his bank shot if he is feeling confident, and I think he's feeling confident.
Who, Simon?
Yes.
I don't know if there's a time when he doesn't. Just the way he carries himself and everything about him, I think he's always confident.
So he's left himself a bit of a bit of angle on this 2-ball here, so he's probably just going to come back and forth for the 3 on the side. And that 2-ball did not go in. Sean's measured on the side rail where he wants to be for that 3-ball for the side pocket, so he can roll forward for the 4. It's important to be pretty straight on this 3. The wrong, too much angle on either side makes it pretty difficult to get to the 4. And he did come up short from where he wanted to be.
Yeah, but this angle's better than the other one. He's still, when he can go to the end rail and back up towards it. You don't want to travel that far, but definitely better than coming too far and having to run into your object ball or trying to spin around it between the 5 and the 4 and the 5 there.
Right. So you can draw this with bottom left or follow it with high right. And I tend to follow this more than draw it. A lot of players like to draw it. And Sean's come up way short on this one. So he's probably going to play safe, putting the 5-ball on one end rail and the cue ball on the other end rail.
Or maybe the cue ball up behind the 7. Can he get behind the 7 from there safely? Without hitting the 9, without scratching.
Well, let's see what John has in mind. Well, he's does he have a shot on the 7? I think he does a shot on the 7, doesn't he?
He banked that ball in? I turned my head for a second.
Yes. He banked it straight in center of the hole.
Rocket?
He bobbled in one pocket and then it went around and went in another pocket.
Woohoo! Extra credit.
And I think he has a shot on the 7.
Oh, he was kicking the iron rail and spinning back at it.
That's the 6-ball. I thought that was the 8.
Oh, like that. Let's put the 9-ball between them. But he's left it pretty easy. Kick or jump from Simon. He's going to go get his jump cue. If you don't like jump cues, you would definitely not like Ernie and Rory's jump cue. My 94-year-old grandmother could probably jump with Ernie's cue. Guest commentator a little bit here.
So unfortunately he's given the ball in hand to Simon.
That's if it was, he wasn't free stroking enough. It looks like Simon's opened up his stroke a little bit more.
That can't be a good sign. For Sean, that is.
got an update on the Dan Louie Tommy Aiken match. Danny's up 5-3. If anybody's wanting to know. Guys play nice.
Yeah. Do you want to let Jeff know?
Yeah. I'm gonna step out and let Jeff Leonard slide in. I'll see you guys a little bit later.
We'll be here. All right, how you doing?
Oh, good. All right, cool.
So we're joined in our commentator's booth by Jeff Leonard.
Hello.
Hello. Did I spell your name right?
You did. Yep.
Okay, good.
Usually it's people forget the S.
So Simon's kind of having his way with Sean here.
Yeah, he's playing well, and he's also moving well. That rollout situation where he long rail banked a couple of games ago was a smart play, but then he butchered that 2-ball. But
right.
he is playing well. I haven't really paid much attention to how well if either of them are breaking well.
They've both been breaking pretty well, and yeah, especially Simon. He's been really crushing them. All right, and Simon goes up 6-3.
Aces in. How about Sean Lewis, huh? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Yeah. We've been pals for quite a while, a number of years.
Yeah, and he's really analytical about the game. Puts in lots of hard work.
Yeah, he does it. I mean, how do I, if I have to? He does. He has he's very cerebral about his approach to life in general.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I've had a few conversations with him, and he's scratched on the break and hung up this 9-ball. That's,
Hey, Bacon. What's up, man?
So yeah, this is a break that Sean needs.
Yeah, really. For sure.
To get back in this match. Alright, so he's gonna,
I guess maybe going... So he doesn't like playing... I guess he's probably going to do it with the 2-ball instead of playing the 1. He elevated himself a little bit. I think he should be okay.
he should be able to handle this.
Are you a believer in playing... That's a good hit. Playing the cue ball and the object ball, or do you go out for one or the other? You know, the standard argument. Well, if you're playing a combo in the 9, do you go all out for just a combination, not worry about hiding the ball, or? Yes.
I have a hard enough time making the combos. If I try to start concentrating on where the cue ball's going to, that's like walking and chewing gum and rubbing your head all at the same time. I can't do all that.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
That's way too much for me to think about. I got a one-track kind of mind. I see, ooh, 9-ball. Me, ride 9-ball.
Yeah. Well, that's why you probably get it done playing 9-ball more effectively. Sean and I talked about the breaks on these tables in length yesterday. It's like...
Yeah, I know. He really practices breaking and really analyzes it.
We were talking to Eddie earlier, too. We all agree hitting the break, especially this table on the TV table here is a lot more stubborn than the tables in the back room, but breaking it around, 65%, 70% of your speed and just popping the stack and opening it, especially with the Magic Rack, has been pretty effective in the back room. But when I'm seeing him hit the balls at the same speed up here, like that break that Sean just hit, the action, he hit the good speed, he made a ball, but the action on the rack just, didn't really open up the way they are back there.
Yeah, people have really been struggling, to make balls on the break on this table. A couple of people have been, I think, just doing it through brute force, hitting it, 600 miles an hour. It has to go in, but for the most part, people have been struggling.
So what do? You thin off. Do you try to cut this? Yeah, I can't tell. You might even try and go all out. You might go into the 9/8 here.
I'd probably try to come off myself. I'd probably try to come off the left side of the one. Okay, he just cut that right in.
He really cut it. Okay, it's a lot. It was a lot. I didn't know if he was trying to go all out to make the ball or just play down. There's so many balls down here by the foot spot to hide behind. He got perfect.
It's the 2 balls next, which is right above that 4.
I see. Okay. Yeah. I can't tell between the 4 and the 5. I get used to
the 4 is the one on the right, the 5 is the one on the left.
Maybe that's my problem. Counting the 9.
Alright, he's playing that combo on the 7.
Okay.
And he's left a nice opportunity for Simon.
Yeah, this doesn't look too good for Sean here. Especially playing the deuce. Plays right toward it connects right toward the 3-up table. So
it looks like if he shoots this in the side with follow, it looks like the cue ball's going to run into the 3. He might have to kind of stun this a little and come to the end rail to the left of the 3.
Yeah, I just got to watch out to hit this, getting behind the 7 or squeezing in there. Yeah. I just play back out, maybe almost where the 3 is, and then come around 2 rails for the 5. Yeah, like that.
Just middle of the
down
table,
a little bit.
Middle of the table, spin around again, back to the middle of the table again.
If he's flatter, he could play for the 5 on the side, but I think he's coming around. Yeah. He underhit it a little bit.
He's come up short, and he's going to be running into this 9-ball.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is it'll stop his cue ball for a shot on the 7. He might even make the 9, but he's able to avoid it completely.
Boy, that was a heck of a stroke to do what he just did there.
That was a nice stroke, and
looks like he should be able to draw straight back, right, Kevin?
I think he's okay. Yeah.
He can sort of create the angle coming back. Actually, might even be able to get perfect and split the difference distance-wise. No, he didn't.
He's got a little bit of a cut on the 8, but he can handle this. He's a player. He can handle it.
They've learned. See, he cinched that ball because a lot of players have been rattling those. Oh, looked like he did overcut that. Wow.
And Sean can see it.
I think he might have to go. I would go maybe rail first anyway, even if I could see the ball. Just to
get that cue ball out of there.
Yeah, but it looks like the 8's hanging more closer to the bottom point, so that might be dangerous. Yeah, I think he might be drawn out of it. He did. He hit that really well. This should be okay.
Yeah.
Those shots are a lot tougher than they look. Everybody finds out the balls are hanging deep, trying to come out of there with control.
Oh, that's a art form all in itself.
Good shot.
Alright, Sean closes the gap and trails by 1. So how did you do in this tournament?
I mean, I played well in spots. I won a couple matches. I lost my first match. It was a tough one. And then I won a couple on the B side. And
I know you were here till 4 a.m. that first night.
Yeah, that first night was rough. But you know, you do. Luckily, I mean, I try to stay healthy and eat right and stay in shape. So even though it was late, I wasn't exhausted or anything like that.
Right.
I have more of an issue dealing like count.
No.
I can't.
And he's made like 3/4 of the bars too.
Yeah. Anyway, you know, when the noise gets, you know, really obnoxious with the thump and stuff, and that can get to bother me sometimes. But I'm learning to deal through it and get through it. Yesterday, though, I had a much better day. I won a couple of matches and played pretty well in some spots. And then last night I had a match. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. That a couple of days caught up with me a little bit. I got a little bit tired, but that's not the excuse, really. I just mentally, I think I kind of broke down a little bit, so it slipped away from me. But I learned a lot in this tournament, had a lot of fun, and I'm still having fun watching my buds go through, so it's cool.
Well, that's what this is about, having fun and celebrating the life of Bill Cress.
Yeah. Billy Bob was great. I spent a lot of time with him in the Dr. Q days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, you know, I knew of him back in the day, like in the early 90s, from, you know, through the mid 90s. I was still, well, I got out of the military in 94 and then came home, and I would travel up from Olympia because that's where my mom and dad are from, where I grew up, and I'd come up to Seattle whenever I heard there was something big going on, and he was always involved. So, but yeah, so it was just sort of, I knew him by reputation, and I would see him every once in a while. But then when I went back to school, I moved up here to Seattle and started playing at Dr. Q's, and I ended up renting a place that look at that, unbelievable. Sean's got to be absolutely sideways, wondering how he's even shooting right now.
Yeah,
that's like three. That's 3 different times I've seen Simon hang a ball like that.
Man, the last game with that 8-ball.
Yeah. Oh, he's really got a bear down on this one. I like hitting this with just a flat ball. I use 0 English and just thin it, you know.
Yeah.
Some people like to try and drag and spin this one in and stuff.
No, just cut
just
it
like
in.
he hit it. That's a great shot.
Nice shot. Sean ties it up.
Anyway, I ended up renting a place right when I moved up here, like on 143rd and Lake City Way, which is 2 blocks from Dr. Q's. I could see the pool room from the place that I was renting at the time. That's when I met my wife, actually, Frances. And anyway, and that's when I really was introduced to Bill Cress and got to know him quite a bit. And I'd say from about 2001, maybe. I guess it was maybe 2000 to 2001 or so.
This is a nice break.
How'd he do there? Yeah, it is. Oh man, he's got a good shot on the one. Is this the 2-ball down here by the 9? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he can just draw back out to the middle of the table, and 2 to the 3 is going to be a little tricky. But once he gets past the 3, that's going to be the key shot here. Is the 2 to the 3. In fact, he might even want to draw all the way.
You want to come all the way down to the bottom rail?
All the way down to the bottom, yeah.
I don't. I mean, that's like optimum, but you know the merit in keeping it as simple as you can. He guarantees not to hook himself if he just plays middle of the table. But then you just he has to negotiate probably that 8 ball and the side pocket to get up for the 3.
Sean's engaging his his go-go gadget cue stick here with his extension. And
yeah, looks like he's drawing his ball. Yeah,
he's just cinching it. It's just out to the middle.
6-6. All right. So, well, I mean, I don't know how far-fetched this is, depending on how thick of a cut this is on the 2 ball. So he's looking to go like the way I said. You got to miss the 8. But if you really want, I mean, sometimes I might even just try and come really steep into the corner, come 2 rails and out all the way down. And if you hit the side rail and go by the 6, you know, coming this down like this.
Yeah, you mean like hit the side rail, like just near the side pocket and then drift down to the end?
I mean, if he really squeezes tight on this corner over here and misses the 8 going up to the left, and he'll get by the 6, but I don't think he's doing that. See, I didn't. He got by. That's a good shot.
Oh, he hit that really nice.
That's really
He's
good.
going to take the longer cut on the 3. He's going to have to move the cue ball back up and down table, but
I'm not sure if he'll do that. I mean, I think he might just cinch this and accept the longer cut on the 5 because the 6 is hanging. So and the 5's not too bad. I think he might just maybe use a little bit of outside and make it, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he's just slow roll it, cinch it.
Yeah, because the 5 is, I mean, same thing. Pocket the 5 and avoid hooking yourself and scratching, and you're out because with the 6 hanging, right?
Yeah, this is. I think this is an easier shot than that 3.
Yeah.
And he spun that one.
Yeah, I like how you hit it. You know that feeling when you let go of those, when you're using like some of that low drag spin, and you see the cue ball sort of curve, and you're like, please just swerve into the place that you need to go.
You're just watching that. You're just watching it in slow motion.
Right. Gonna come around 2 rails on this.
Yeah, he's gonna follow 2 rails.
That's a good shot.
3 rails.
He's gonna run a little bit. No, he'll be okay no matter what here.
Yeah, he'll just draw across 9 in the same corner.
What do you like, Kevin? Do you like going to the side rail, or do you like to cinch it and just sort of play, without hitting that side rail?
The way these pockets are playing, you might want to just cinch it and not go all the way to the rail.
Yeah. I think Sean is going to want to go to he likes to put a good stroke on these balls, but actually, I don't really know. I don't know what he wanted. You know what I mean? That was one of those in the middle of the road. But in any case, he got good. Nice out.
Right. Sean takes the lead.
Nice. Sorry if I sound biased. Sean's my buddy. Nothing against Simon. I've known Simon since.
It's all right. No one would, people would call BS on you if you said you weren't biased. Everyone's biased.
Yeah. Well. I met Simon. Simon when him and Mike Vitas used to come down. Whatever happened to Mike Vitas? Him and Mike Vitas and like Charlie Brown and all those guys would come down from Canada. And I went to the Reno Open, like one of the last ones. I think it was around 2001, maybe 2002. And I put a buddy of mine into action with Simon, against Simon, playing some $600 sets. And they broke even after 4 sets, but that was back in sort of when I was first starting to get to know him. He's a pretty good guy.
All right, so Sean's made a ball on the break, and I think he can squeeze that 1 ball past the 8 in the corner.
Yeah, is that the? Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
And then that's the 2 ball next to the 1.
Well, yeah. Well, the 8 makes the pocket really big. He might play that 1 ball rail first off the 8.
That would let him.
Tell.
That would let him hit the 1 ball fuller, so he could hold it up more for the 2 ball also.
Right. These have a tendency to be grabby too. I mean, especially when you're elevated like he is.
Yeah.
You could twist that ball. It feels like it's going to twist the ball and fatten it right into that end rail. So I really don't even know what to say about adjusting for that. It happens, you know. It's one of those.
Or I might just slice it in and play position for the 2-8 combo, and not try to hold it for the side.
I don't think he can make the one without hitting the 8, Gavin.
Okay.
If he can, it's really tight. I mean, I'm looking. I can see from. It looks like the one would go, but it's like there's such a small pocket for it to go clean that if he hits that like that,
the net.
Yeah, I mean, he played safe. I like what he did there. I really would have liked to see him get more distance. I mean, you know, Simon has to come with something here, but
long straight in, cue ball on the rail.
And I mean, with the 2 sitting where it is, with the 8 hanging, you know, Simon doesn't really have to consider doing anything other than just bearing down and making the 1, you know.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's got a decision to make here, though. I mean, the 3 is sitting in a spot where it's going to play off that ball on the side. Is that the 6 ball?
Yeah, that's a 6.
So it's like I have a feeling he might try and cut this to the right corner with a lot of draw and just hold his cue ball. Oh, looks like he might be following. He might even play off the edge of the 8 ball. Oh, he played. Well, just make them both, Simon. That's cool.
Now, can he hit the 6 with the 3, or is that too far up the rail?
Yeah, no, the 3 goes way clean, but I don't know if he likes. I can't tell how close to the point that 6 ball sits, so he might play it in. No, it must be sitting pretty nice for him.
Or it's sitting in a spot where he couldn't hit it with the 3.
Or that, for sure. So the 4 ball is closest to the. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna just draw to the side rail and back out towards the middle.
This is kind of funny.
So he's got to get straight in on this 6. So
he's got to. Yeah, I mean, he's got to use a lot of inside to hold down below the 6. He might draw all the way up and around 3 rails. You know, or else he's got to really spin this with inside.
I thought he might cut it in with right in English and.
It looks fatter than maybe it is to me. Yeah, okay.
And
he hung it up. But see, regardless, I have to apologize. I'm not so used to looking on the screen. It looked like the cut on the 5 that he had was a lot thicker, so he wouldn't have been able to really hold below the 6 without really spinning his cue ball. So.
So now, Sean, what do you think? Like rail first to the side rail and bring the cue ball over for the 6 up in the far corner?
No, the 6. I'm pretty sure that if he just stays down here, he's going to be able to cut the 6 in the side.
The 6 going to the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes in the side. I think what he wants to do is just make sure that he relieves himself from the side rail coming off the 5, and he wants to make it so he can cut the 6 in the side, and then do it with enough speed so that he's, cuts it in and then goes 1 rail back across. Oh wow! I don't think he's gonna like this. I don't think that he intended to hit the 5 as skinny as he did. I think he was really trying to avoid the 9 and stay below. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to just hit the 5 full and just draw straight back. I think he can make this. Oh, that's a good shot.
Wow, played it off the point. That was a good shot.
It is. Now Sean's going to extend his lead. Nice. Sean's on the hill and he's breaking.
Yep. Yeah. Sean, he's a funny guy. He's over there. I mean, whether he got a roll there or not, when Simon, these guys they understand at this point. Simon's like, hey. if I don't, hang up that 5, it's moot. So, and it's not like that was any bargain. Sean being elevated there, the ball hanging in the jaws. That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was no gimme.
He's good speed. He might be playing that cut break on purpose. He's cutting that break. That's like 3 times in a row now. His cue ball is going to that side rail.
I do that a lot, to cut break on purpose. It was working extremely well in Lincoln City on the 7-foot diamonds with the magic racks.
Yeah.
But then again, I think everything was working well. It's hard not to make a ball
with those magic racks,
with the magic
too,
racks
for sure.
on the 7-foot tables.
Right. Yeah. Those magic racks are something. I mean, that's what the game is coming to. And what the manufacturers are creating and giving pool players these days that we didn't have in the past was consistency. Conditions and equipment that when you come back a couple days later, it's going to play the same. You travel to a different area, they're going to have the same tables, they're going to play the same. And then, that's why, like with hybrid shafts and the new shaft technology and stuff, I never went and shopped for like Predator shafts or those things because I love the way they hit. I shopped for them because I knew that once I got used to them, whether I liked it or not, that if it broke, I could buy another one and it's going to hit the same. And I didn't have to go through the whole process of learning or going through 5 or 6, wood shafts before I finally found the one that was similar that I liked or happened to adjust.
Yeah, and then go to someplace like the Philippines or someplace where they have outdoor pool tables and someone who's used to always playing in pristine conditions.
People are watching this one on the internet at home, and so it takes a little while for the signal so there's a little delay. Yeah. Looks like Sean is
He's working on breaking and running out this set here.
Yeah, how great would that, is this going to be closing it out to break and run out on the set here to win the set? It's pretty strong. I just try to, he wants to get a little straighter on the 6 so that he can play that 8 in the side. So he just wants to be able to roll up, yeah, like that. He doesn't want to get too straight. See, now here's 2 options, Kevin, right? You can punch the 6 and come straight across, or you can follow to the end rail and head toward the 8.
Yeah, I like following a little bit. I like following this 2 rails.
Yeah.
Looks like that's what Sean's doing.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's a good shot. I think he wanted to get a little closer, but these rails, they're a little, they'll spook you up a little. A couple of times playing position, you hit good speed, and the spin. Sometimes I had to spin things a lot more to get more action off the rails. And nice shot. You hit that nice.
Yeah, he has such a smooth stroke.
He does. He really prides himself on, Sean's a good guy. Staying healthy and understanding the mental approach, the mental approach and stuff like that to pool and everything else.
All right, Sean wins that.
Probably why we get along so well, Sean and I. We try to, we share a lot, we talk a lot, and try to approach, at least, especially with pool, a lot of similar things. So I'm really happy for him. He's doing really well. The guy, Sean, he's got a full-time job and plays pool, competes at levels like this maybe once a month, but keeps himself conditioned mentally, right?
Yep, definitely. And I'm going to go find us another match for this table. Okay.